and welcome to the Assay TV. Today we're joined by Sean Gregory, Managing Director of Sarytogan Graphite Limited. While usually Sarytogan is well known for its graphite projects, today we're going to be looking at something else in its portfolio, copper. Hi Sean, thanks for joining us. Listen, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, for people that don't or aren't familiar with the Sarytogan story, to give us a bit of a background.
Yes, good evening, Felicity. I'd be very happy to do that. Look, for those new to the story, Sarytogan Graphite, we're located in Kazakhstan, and we are developing the giant and exceptionally high-grade Sarytogan Graphite project, which will play a critical role in, of course, the electrification of our world, with graphite, of course, being the anode for the lithium-ion battery. Look, the project is in fact the world's highest grade JORC resource. It is the world's second largest JORC resource. And the pre-feasibility study that we completed in 2024 showed it to have amongst the world's lowest production costs to make concentrate. And in fact, the only non-Chinese project who can compete on level terms with China. We have attained strategic project status in the European Union and welcomed the investment from the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development. Now, that's funding the definitive feasibility study, which is about halfway complete and on track to be completed at the middle of this year, 2026.
Wow, well, that all sounds very promising and great to be updated on. I'd like to just move to the update on copper. And if it's possible, you could outline results of the recent drilling at the Baynazar copper project and just give everyone a bit of an overview of what's going on.
Yes, certainly, Felicity. So I guess on the sidelines of our flagship project, the graphite project, we have also been progressing exploration on some copper projects, being a closely affiliated metal with the electrification theme. So today's result is, in fact, the culmination of several years' work. We first pegged these tenements going back 2 years ago now, and started right from the ground with these projects, a greenfields opportunity, if you like. We collected aeromagnetic surveys, we did soil sampling, we identified some very exciting targets, and today we're very pleased to announce the first results from our maiden drilling campaign at the Ilken anomaly within the Baynazar project. Now, this drilling program was in fact using a drilling technique called KGK drilling, which is a very low cost and shallow drilling method that penetrates through the weathered rocks and the cover to do what we call tag the bedrock to get a fresh bedrock anomaly. And the results that we've announced today have exceeded all expectations, where the anomaly that we've identified is bigger and higher grade and more exciting than we'd hoped for. It's actually 600 metres across in terms of the envelope surrounding it, 500 parts per million copper. And the highest grade that we encountered in this survey was up to 0.5% copper, which is knocking on the door of economic mineralisation, which isn't bad for a first pass exploration program.
Yeah.
Now, over and above that, it comes with a bunch of other exciting features that are pointing towards this possibly being a large copper porphyry system. Things like the minerals that we see in the core of the anomaly, the elements. We're seeing elements such as molybdenum and silver and copper all in the centre of the anomaly. And then around the periphery, we're seeing some gold mineralisation up to 0.4 grams per tonne. We're seeing zinc and lead, and all of the minerals that and elements that you'd hope to see when you're looking for copper porphyries. Our geological team are pretty excited as well about some of the alteration in the rocks, and all things are pointing towards this to being a red hot drilling target for some deep diamond drilling holes, and hopefully a discovery moment for the project and the company.
Wow. It sounds exciting times then, Sean. So would you be able to give us a bit of an outline of how this copper strategy is complementing your flagship graphite strategy?
Yeah, look, I think that's important to note. Obviously, a lot of shareholders came to the story on the graphite story,
Mm.
and we do truly believe that we have quite an exceptional project that is going to be one of the first new graphite mines to come to production. But what we found was that working in Kazakhstan has been an absolute pleasure for us in terms of our ability to move around Kazakhstan and the opportunities that we've seen there. There's a lot of vacant ground in Kazakhstan, a lot of very good mineral potential, low cost mining jurisdiction. In fact, 4 out of the world's 5 lowest cost copper mines are all located in Kazakhstan. Not too many people know that. Everyone thinks about South America when they think about copper, but if you want low cost copper, you come to Kazakhstan. And the reason for that, you've got low cost labour, you've got low cost diesel, low cost power, and we've got a skilled geological team. And we put that geological team to work. They did a great job on the drill out on the graphite project. And we've said to those guys, hey, do it again. Go and find some new projects and see if we can work something up from the ground up. And that's exactly what we've done. And we just couldn't be happier with the progress. And look, in terms of the theme, look, graphite, copper, both highly leveraged to the whole battery thematic and the electrification thematic. And look, that strategy, I think, is the right one. And certainly, if you look at copper prices now approaching $6 per pound, it's a good commodity to be exploring.
Great. And earlier on, you touched upon the definitive feasibility study. Is there anything you wanted to kind of update on the progress on that? It sounds like that's pretty much on track.
Yeah, look, certainly is, Felicity, and pleased to provide our shareholders and investors with a brief update on that. Look, the definitive feasibility study is progressing very well. We have completed most of the supporting studies in terms of power and water and transport and so forth. We have a tailing study underway in Kazakhstan, and the definitive feasibility study is with a top-tier top-tier engineering house in the Wood Group. Supporting that, we have WSP doing the mining and geology work. And in terms of forward news flow, there's a couple of things to look forward to there. One is an updated mineral resource, which isn't too far away. We've made very good progress on the approvals already, with a power allocation, with a granted mining lease, with environmental approvals. And watch this space. There'll be further progress on that front. And we're also preparing our samples for customers as well, which is within a month or so. Those samples should be ready to go to the stable of customers that we've got lined up to receive these samples. So all going very well. And look, going back about 6 months ago, even going back to the IPO, in fact, we set ourselves a target to have a definitive feasibility study completed by mid-2026, and that remains our goal, and pleased to report that is on target.
Brilliant. Great. Well, it sounds like it's all going well for you there then, Sean. I'd love you to join us again soon and give us another update and kind of keep us informed of how things are going.
Yeah, looking forward to working with you, Felicity. Welcome to the new gig, and we'll aim to get plenty of regular updates out just like this and keep our shareholders and new investors informed.
Great. Thanks, Sean. See you soon.
Cheers.